What is up, everybody? I am Jim with Doesn't Pay Full Price, a channel where I break down how much it costs to make amazing food at home while bringing you some money-saving tips every week. And today we are going back, way back, the good old days, childhood, and peanut butter and jelly. There is just way too much potential in this simple sandwich to not take it to the next level. Even better, we are making every single part from scratch: bread, peanut butter, jelly, and also, yes, this is the next food truck recipe and probably the most requested food truck recipe. And I'm gonna loosen this top button because this one is a little bit more for the adults. You'll see. All right, so first things first, we are gonna make the jelly so it has plenty of time to set. And just what type of jelly, you're probably asking yourselves? Well, we're making beer jelly today. This is a raspberry sour beer. On the food truck, we would always partner with local breweries, so we would get some of their beer in advance and make a jelly out of it. But I'm gonna be honest with you, I never actually made this on the food truck. I always had a special partner, and she always did the beer jellies. So rather than try to make it for you today, I figured why not just bring her in and we can have her make it. This is my wife. She's gonna be making the jelly for us today.
Okay guys, first off, you're gonna start with the biggest pot that you have in your house. Every single time I've made this, it's tried to boil over. Start by adding 1.5 cups of the raspberry sour, 1.5 ounces of a liquid pectin. Now we're ready for some heat. Okay, so now that we've got a good rolling boil on, we're gonna add 1.5 cups of sugar. And then we're gonna bring it right back up to a boil again. Make sure we stir that sugar and get it nice and dissolved. Once it comes back to a boil, we're gonna count to about 60 seconds and then take it off the heat.
She was amazing. Now let's make our sandwich bread. We're gonna mix together 1/2 cup of warm milk to 3/4 cup of warm water and add in a tablespoon of yeast and let that bloom for 8 minutes while we mix together our dry ingredients, which is 3 cups of bread flour, 1.5 teaspoons of salt, and a tablespoon of sugar. Mix that lightly, and then once your yeast is bloomed, add that to the dry mixture. Once that forms a ball, add 3 tablespoons of butter, a tablespoon at a time, until well incorporated, and then form into a ball and let rise for 1 hour. All right, once your dough has doubled in size, go ahead and punch it down. We're gonna start shaping our dough. First, butter a 9x5 loaf pan, lightly flour a work surface, and turn out your dough. Then we're gonna roll it to an even thickness, but no longer than the length of your loaf pan. Then just roll it all up and tuck it in. It should fit in nice and snug. And let that rise, covered for 1 more hour. Then, once it's risen again, go ahead and put that in a 350-degree oven for 45 minutes. Make sure to turn it halfway through, and then when it's done, you will have a gorgeous light golden brown color. No need to brush this with egg wash or butter or anything. It is absolutely perfect as is. Can we just talk about peanut butter for a second? There's 2 schools of thought on this. There's crunchy. You gotta go crunchy, bro. It's so extreme. And then there's smooth. I prefer the refined lack of excitement that only smooth peanut butter can offer me. What to do? And there's no wrong answer, they're both good. But what should we do? You know what? Put it in the comments. I wanna hear what you guys think. Are you a crunchy person or are you a smooth person? I think today, you know what? I think we're gonna go crunchy. We like living on the edge on this channel, and we're just gonna go wild with it. So to make the peanut butter, we are using dry roasted unsalted peanuts. That way we can add the salt to our liking later. So to the bowl of a food processor, add 2 cups of your peanuts, reserving a handful if you're making it crunchy later. The name of the game here is to just keep blending until you have the perfect thick peanut butter. Then add about 1 teaspoon of salt, blend a little bit more, and voila, creamy peanut butter. For the crunchy lovers, now is the time to add in your handful of reserved peanuts. Give it just a few pulses, and you have the perfect crunchy peanut butter. All right, let's start making this thing. So slice yourself off a couple pieces of bread, try to do it evenly. Oh my God. And then this part you're probably familiar with. We're gonna go with about 1 tablespoon of peanut butter, and then you gotta go a little bit more jelly than peanut butter. So I'm going about 1.5 tablespoons, and then smush. Normal person would probably stop right here, but you'd be missing out. Give me a second. Gonna set our pan over medium heat, add a little bit of butter. toast till nice and golden brown on both sides. Give it a little flip. After about 2 minutes on each side, take it off the heat. Now all that's left is to cut into the mandatory triangle shape. That's a good PB&J. But how does it taste? And I think the only true way to enjoy the adult PB&J is to have it with an adult beverage. And I'm telling you, the toasted PB&J is a game changer and you're never gonna look back. Thank you so much for watching. I'm Jim with Doesn't Pay Full Price. If you like this video, make sure to subscribe, leave a comment. I wanna hear from you. Thank you so much. Good.